Tonight for homework, you're going to go ahead and watch this video and answer some questions throughout while we go over the syllabus. So everything you need to know about Math 7 distance learning can be found on these 2 pages. So before you ask a friend or reach out to your teacher and ask, try to check this syllabus. The syllabus is available for all of you on Miss McGeehan or my Google Classroom under the Classwork tab. You just have to look for the tab that says Syllabus. So here are a couple of our classroom expectations. These are like classroom rules, just like we would have if we were back in class at Claremont Middle School. There are 5 of them. Please make sure that you're familiar with all of them so it doesn't become a surprise if we ask you or correct you with something. To follow that, if we're not meeting classroom expectations or rules, then there's going to have to unfortunately be consequences. There are 4 different consequences. However, based on severity, the teacher may choose to skip a step. If you ever have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out to Miss McGeehan or myself. Her phone number is here as well as her email. You can also reach out to her via Google Classroom on a comment on any assignment. And same for anybody in first period. Miss Thatcher or my number is right here, my email is right here, and our Google Classroom code is here. So please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. What do I need to have for class? We've been checking materials this week, and so far everyone has brought what they needed to bring to class. I would like to add though, however, keep your planner nearby because we're going to start writing down our homework or anything that needs to be known, such as any tests that may be coming up or project due dates or any school events. There's also a section for important resources. You should be checking Google Classroom at least once a day to make sure that you're keeping up with any of your assignments and also checking the stream to see if you've missed any announcements. We also have our student.desmos.com. This is where all of our classwork, and if you choose to do your homework on there, will live. Period 1's class code is here, and period 3's class code is here. So again, that information is also available to you. For grading will be broken down into 4 different categories, which you can see here on these pink post-it notes. You'll have completion of Desmos activities, which is basically your classwork. You'll have assignments and projects, homework, and completion of the daily survey. Each grading category, except for the assessments and projects, is out of 4 points. A 4 means that you have followed directions and are not making any mathematical mistakes. A 3 means that you're making maybe careless mistakes or didn't follow directions all the way through. A 2 means that you're making multiple mistakes and maybe not following directions. A 1 could mean you left it blank, or you wrote IDK, or you're just making too many mistakes, so it's hard for your teacher to understand if you understand the concept or not. On page 2, we have when does our class meet? Our class will be meeting Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, with Wednesday being a work day Wednesday, so no new work will be posted. This is an opportunity for you to go back and make sure you've completed anything, correct any of your answers, or anything like that, or reach out to your teacher and also join their office hours, which I'll be showing you a little bit later. Period 1 will always be from 10 to 10:45. Period 3 will always be from 11 to 11:45. You can find our Zoom links on Google Classroom, on Google Calendar, or right in the syllabus or the participant packet by following this link. What will we be learning this year? Well, we started working on scale drawings, and then we're going to go into introducing proportional relationships. In the 3rd quarter, we're going to work on proportional relationships and percents, rational number arithmetic, expressions, equations, and inequalities. Late work, which I think is probably the most important box that you can see here. Late work. Daily surveys will not be accepted late. They are due every single day, including Wednesdays at 5 p.m. You may be excused from completing these depending on the circumstance, but again, you'd have to email your teacher and your teacher would decide if that circumstance is acceptable or not. For classwork and homework, we will be accepting them late. You will have until the end of the coming Wednesday to complete your work. Work turned in late will lose 1 point. Any late work will be graded by the following Wednesday. Projects and assessments will also be accepted late throughout the end of the quarter, so the very last day of the quarter. Each quarter is 9 weeks. Projects and assessments turned in late, however, will lose 4 points. If you are absent, please make sure that you notify your teacher as soon as possible. No work will be provided before your period of absence. You will be expected to complete all work and turn it in upon your return, or whatever date you and your teacher have discussed. And lastly, our digital classroom guidelines: be here, be responsible, be awesome, and be respectful. The very last thing I wanted to show you is our 7th grade office hours schedule, which we can see right here. Looks like Wednesday is the most popular day for office hours. So for period 1 and 3, for period 3 with Miss McGee, she will have her office hours from 12:30 to 1:30 on Wednesdays. The Google links for that are in her Google Classroom and perhaps on your Google Calendar as well. For Miss Thatcher, first period math, we will have office hours on Tuesday from 3 to 3:45 or on Wednesdays from 11 to 11:45. Again, so you have those 2 options. Those links are also on the Google Classroom under the stream. Also, on Friday, I have an office hours for all classes, so you can come between 3 and 3:45 to get help with any of your classes. All right, well, that ends our review of the syllabus and office hours. I hope that you learned something new or remembered something that we taught you last week. Have a great rest of your day.